Hey everybody, it's Doug Schauf with the Make Maine Your Home team over at Remax Oceanside. So today we're going to talk about something that we see all the time. People are like, oh my God, I got to buy a house or I have to move within 30 to 60 days. How do I make this happen? Maybe your lease is ending. Maybe you got a new job and you need to move across town or in a different part of Maine, or you're coming here from somewhere else. Maybe the school year is starting and you just need to get settled. There's a lot of reasons why people have to move fast. You're on a deadline and it sucks. You lose sleep. I can't stop thinking about it. The good news is, though, me and my team have helped many people buy homes very, very quickly, and it can be done. And we're going to try to walk you through that process to maybe ease your mind and then ultimately help you reach out to us and we can help talk to you more about it. But hopefully this video will help you get some sleep tonight. Let's do this. All right, so you're ready to go. You've probably Googled how the heck do I buy a house within 30 days or something like that? Or, can I close an house in Maine that quickly? You probably got a lot of questions. Is there a way to get everything closed and get moved in before the school year? All those types of things, but you really need to have a plan in place. And that's what we're going to help you build right now. The first thing to do is you got to look at your finances. You got to have that in order. You got to get a pre-approval letter, assuming you're financing. If you're paying cash, it's a little bit easier. You want to have a proof of funds showing that you have the money if you're paying cash. But assuming you're financing, you want to talk to a local lender as soon as possible. And here in Maine, the key word is local. We do recommend talking to somebody local. Typically, they can move faster, which is really why we're talking right now. They know a lot of the real estate brokers. So if you're putting an offer in, they might know the listing broker and kind of just help facilitate everything faster. But you do want to get pre-approved with a local lender and have everything set, get them all documentation, get them everything they're asking for as quickly as possible. That way they're ready to go. And once you go on a contract on something, all they really need to do is move forward with the appraisal and all that kind of stuff, which I'm sure we'll talk about as we go through this video. But that's what you want to do is get your finances in order as quickly as possible. Talk to a local lender and get that going right away. As soon as you're done getting pre-approved and all that stuff, we highly recommend touring homes as soon as possible. But there is a little bit of a but, or a big but. You want to kind of look at everything before you actually go to a house first, because you can waste a lot of time driving around and seeing houses that may or may not work for you when you can find out ahead of time. We highly recommend looking at all the photos available, whatever website you're looking at, look at all those photos to make sure it's something that's going to work for you. Check the location in Google Maps and all that stuff to make sure the location is going to work for you. That's key. There's also nowadays, there's a lot of video tours, technology, you're inside the house and look around and stuff like that. So we highly recommend going through all of that, including reaching out to your real estate broker to get any disclosures or any documents that's available for each house. Because if you can read through the disclosures and find out, I don't know, I'm just going to throw out an example, the roof needs to be replaced, and that's not something that you can take on, you might want to not go there. Or if you think it can't be negotiated through the seller and stuff like that, that's just an example, but something might be wrong with the property that doesn't jive with what you want. So you can review all that before you go out, and that's going to save you a ton of time. So you're not driving all over the place. It helps a lot. When you do go to see houses and you're walking in the house, hopefully everything on paper works for you and you're able to just be okay, this looks like a great house. Let's write an offer and off we go. Start touring houses right away. Analyze them first and then get inside the house as quickly as possible. Hey guys, real quick before we move on, just a reminder, as you can probably tell, I'm a real estate broker. So me and my team here in the state of Maine would love to help you out. So if you are in a hurry, reach out to us. You can comment below, or all of our contact information is in the description, including our home searching website, makemainyourhome.realestate, which we've done some videos about. Get in touch with us so we can start guiding you in the right direction to make sure that you can purchase your home as quickly as possible if that's what you need, which I'm assuming you do since you're watching this video. Reach out to us. We would love to help, and thanks for watching. So when you're in a hurry, you really want to make sure when you do find that home that you want to purchase, assuming that you've listened to us and you got pre-approved and all that kind of stuff, you really want to look at all the other terms on the contract that you're about to fill out. We certainly don't recommend waiving inspections or a lot of other contingencies, but you want to make your offer as clean as possible just to kind of streamline everything. You can maybe do a faster inspection period so you can, get through it quickly, financing whatever lender you're using. You want to talk to them about setting you up to be able to close quickly and kind of reducing any contingencies that you can. And that is ultimately going to help speed up the process for you. Don't get me wrong, if you need contingencies, that's something that can be talked about. We're certainly not talking about waiving any of them or recommending that, but if you can minimize them and make them more attractive so you can get it under contract and also move quickly, that's going to be important. And again, we will talk you through all that stuff and help kind of guide you through that process if you need it. So the cool thing is, yes, we can close within 30 to 60 days. That's actually pretty normal from when you find the house. If you're talking right now and you haven't talked to a lender and all that stuff yet, you're going to want to take a couple days and get yourself pre-approved like we talked about, but we can make that happen. Usually when you go under contract, the first thing that we do is an inspection, and that might be 5 business days, 10 business days, again, depending on what you negotiated, but we can do that very quickly. For example, us real estate brokers, we know a few inspection companies, and we can get that going and scheduled very fast. Next, the financing kind of takes in and gets going, like the appraisal has to get ordered. Depending on how much money you're putting down and the property and location, we have been seeing appraisal waivers, but if it isn't waived, we're going to go through that process, and that can be a little bit of a bottleneck, although appraisers have been moving pretty quickly recently as far as we sit right now. But if financing is smooth and the title company is doing their, title searches and all that kind of stuff, we can definitely close within 30 days of going under contract, and definitely within 60 days. I mean, that's almost like too long. So that's the good news, is it can be done if you set yourself up right to do it. The big thing to remember that we always tell people about is moving sucks. And you want to keep your eye, at the light at the end of the tunnel, especially if you're looking like very quick and all that stuff. It's going to be an enormous amount of work, a lot of details, a lot of sending paperwork, a lot of running around, a lot of moving, moving stuff. If you have to put something in storage, there's a lot of moving parts. It can be very difficult and very stressful on people. But what we always try to, remind people of is keep your eye on the light at the end of the tunnel. Once you close and you move in and you start settling down, you're going to be in your nice, beautiful new home. You're going to enjoy it and you can live your life. And if you're moving here from away, you're in Maine. It's awesome here. You'll love it. All right. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell to notify you about weekly episodes. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. Hey, come here. Hey, YouTube thinks you're going to like one of these videos. So click on it and let me know what you think. And remember, come back again soon because we do a video every Friday.